to follow up on your point, yes, absolutely. You go into a game, especially these early games where maybe you only have one or two games worth of tape of what they're doing. You go into the game with a plan, and then you have to see how they're choosing to play you that way that day, and you have to be able to adjust your plan accordingly. So I do believe in that. I just apologize. I don't remember specifically what we were discussing there on Tuesday.
No, no problem. Second thing about the offense, with the size of their defensive line, are you anticipating having to rotate offensive linemen in the game?
I would say that the more anticipation is giving them some help with the tight ends and running backs, just on some protection situations. I think that's obviously what Kentucky and Utah did with them. I think, for us, really we feel good about our top six, which are those top, five guys. And then, we have an opportunity there with Mike Lofton at right guard, him and Dustin Hall kind of go back and forth there. So that's really our top six that we feel the best about. Outside of that versus this group, it would have to kind of be how the game's going if we needed to rotate anybody.
Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, is it imperative that you don't give up any big splash plays, especially early in the game?
Yeah, I think that's critical. I think a big part of that is we've got to tackle better. When I went back and kind of watched the game from last year, we gave up some deep balls through the air, but then also we had some opportunities to tackle and get the guys down on some fourth downs, and we're not able to come up with getting that done correctly. So that's going to be critical. I mean, this group right here is very talented at wide receiver. The quarterback can throw the ball deep. He's got a very strong arm. And then they're really talented also in the running game with the running backs. And then obviously their quarterback's a very talented runner as well. So I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges versus this group is they're very explosive in both areas.
Coach, when you're talking about dealing with a multifaceted quarterback, how much of a stress does that put on the defense? Now you have to account for the quarterback as well as a runner, just not as a passer.
Yeah, it's definitely an added stress, right? We've seen that obviously just with the evolution of offensive football with people that can find quarterbacks that also are great runners. I mean, it requires you to put an extra hat committed to the box to stop the run because there's an extra runner in the backfield, and then that creates issues, on the back end because now. You've got one less safety back there to kind of help in the passing game. So you can't sit in one or the other. You kind of have to go back and forth and try to disguise it and hope that you're able to kind of keep them, off balance a little bit.
Coach, my last question, and thank you for your time today. How important is the punting game going to be? You're going to have to flip the field a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I think special teams is going to be very important in this game. And then, like you said, I think we have to do a better job punting the ball. We had two shorter punts last week, and we can't afford to have that versus this group with, again, such a talented offense and defense. This is going to be a field position is going to be at a premium this week. So we definitely look to be able to punt the ball much better this week.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck Saturday.
All right. Thank you.
Joey Johnston.